go get them again.
Welcome back to the Robes channel. I'm your host, Mark, on the docket. Today we have an unboxing first impression video on the brand of Beaufort London. This is a brand that I discovered a couple years back. I blind bought, what, like 5 or 6 of them? Remember that? Remember that? If you don't remember that, if you're too new, check out Beaufort London. If you have the same kind of taste as me, you like smoky, dark, interesting releases, this is a brand that is niche slash indie kind of. Really interesting. This one called Fathom 5, which is one that obviously I didn't have in my big haul. I think it was 5, but it was a bunch of testers. I don't think I got a box. No, I didn't. So this one's going to be my first one in a box, but it is part of this Frag Flex haul, so returned haul. So I think somebody didn't like what these smelled. These are very daring scents, which I love. I absolutely love it. Even if it's not my speed, usually it is when it's interesting like this. They usually tell more of a story than a boring perfume. So I'm really interested in seeing what Beaufort London is going to do with this one. I don't know if this one is one of the more popular. I don't think it is, but it is one that was... Is it fairly new? No, 2016 release. Yeah, if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Subscribe. Like, I do stuff like this, and then tomorrow I'm doing an Atelier Cologne fragrance review. So you're seeing a whole different spectrum of a fragrance review. I'm not here getting free bottles from PDM, Initio, the same, the same stuff being seen. I'm all over the place. New release, really old releases. So I really appreciate it. Hit that subscribe, smash the like button, much appreciated. And to my returnees, I absolutely love all of you. Let's take a look at the note breakdown and let's see if we can find anything crazy or weird in the note breakdown. And right off the bat, in the introduction, the intro of the top notes, we have soil tincture. Ooh, she's going to be earthy maybe. So we have some interesting other notes. We have blackcurrant, which I'm also a fan of, a very fruity note. So that's going to work kind of well. Tangerine maybe, we'll see. We got a bunch of florals in the mid, lily, mimosa, jasmine. We got cumin as well. We got oak moss in the base. And we got amber, patchouli, vetiver. Incense. Ooh. Yeah. This is going to be, well, we'll see. There's a lot of florals, but I feel like this is going to be like a green, dark, earthy kind of thing going on. We'll see. But let's delve into Beaufort London Fathom 5. And yeah, you'll see the box and, of course, the bottle later on this unboxing. The bottle itself, very straightforward, just like the ones I have. And we are going to put it on a piece of paper, then on skin. Let's see what we get. The atomizers, oh, that's some weak sauce. That's weak sauce. Beaufort, I can't give it to you for the atomizer. Not very good. Let's smell it. I can smell it in the air. Earthy lilies. Okay. Oh, oh, that's good. Okay, it's weird. Yeah, it's weird. So, one more. 2 more sniffs. Okay. You need to like soil. And I mean authentic. Like you're grabbing soil, it's in your hand. It's dewy, it's green, it's woody. It's very unique, it's very strange. I don't think this is for everybody. Well, Beaufort scents, they were never meant for anybody and just anybody, but oh, that's a storm brewing on my skin, man. That is crazy. Oh, imagery time. You ready? You're not ready. You're not ready for this. Okay. Smells, this smells, and I have like an experience with this, obviously, but let's get into it. So we get a heavy winter here in Canada, so lots of snow, right? Once spring gets into play, and spring takes a long time to get into play. We got lots of snow. Like, I mean snow that goes, I got snowbanks that may be over my head at some points. So, you need a lot of plus 10 Celsius, plus 15 Celsius days to bring down that snow. Now, eventually, you're going to get into, there's still snow patches here and there, but now you're starting to see finally some greenery. This is where this brings me. It brings me to I like to go for walks here and there in nature. And this brings me right to an imagery of, man, it right then and there. That first kind of day of spring where there's a bridge. And there's a bridge in my, I'm walking through the forest. There's some of these forests in Canada that, obviously the country, they build little bridges and stuff. So there's a little bit of a water S going through, and there's these, it's right at the start of spring. The wood planks are so wet. They're soaking wet, but you can smell that here. The floorboards are wet, overgrown greenness on top of it. There's moss. You smell that. It's wet wood. It's getting overgrown. A bridge. Now there's also, this bridge has a rope on it. So that rope, again, the smell of the wet rope. There's also, obviously, there's some metal on this. There's nails, there's things like that. But there's let's say there's something holding up, like a metal pole that's holding up that rope for you to walk on. And that is almost kind of like overgrown. Also, there's a little bit of a rusty quality too. But there's a musty quality, and there's lilies way back, like they're finally blossoming, but they're kind of far away. But it's a little windy. You're getting that. There's a little bit of a salty quality, and that could be from I don't know, the water, like a seaweed kind of green note, dewy greens, florals in the background. I'm getting a lot more lilies now, so that is maybe a major portion in this fragrance, but it's very interesting. Yeah, so that whole imagery, which is probably a whole, left field, but I feel like these fragrance review, and it's weird, like this is an unboxing, Mark, like this should be in a proper fragrance review, that whole imagery, but it just, these kind of scents kind of give out a story. And I'm sure, knowing Beaufort, this is probably something, they're probably thinking of a boat, wet planks, the sea. This is what Beaufort's imagery is all about. So there's something in regards to that I would assume if I went on their website and did some research. Unboxings are not made for research. I just go in, right? Proper fragrance reviews, I'll do the research, and then I'll correlate what I think and what the brand thinks. But either way, like the whole bridge, and I'm thinking about, the rope, which would go on the boat, metal pieces kind of almost rusting, but also overgrown with some green mossy thing. That whole imagery, but the wooden planks was the big portion, but the lilies is starting to take over that. But there's a dewy green, earthy, vegetal aspect to it. Old bridge, start of spring, super damp. Yeah. There's a really good balance of the darker notes versus the brighter notes in this release. It doesn't go full gloomy, but it's gloomy. Like, this is a moody fragrance. Like, if you like your fragrances with a little bit of a mood, people that really like fragrances like, I don't know, like Narciso Rodriguez for him, which has this wet cement kind of, like, it's moody. It's a moody fragrance. Like, if you're sad, or if it's raining out, overcast, this is going to be one of those that's going to be perfect for that, because it's moody, it's gloomy, it's not for everybody. That is 100%. It has a little bit of that cumin pop to it too. I can feel a little bit of that cumin now. This is gorgeous. This is good. The patchouli's dank in here. It's a little bit of a soapy kick, which is, I don't know if that goes with the whole imagery. I'm getting a little bit of that. So that could be, again, you know, you got in the mid, we got lily, mimosa, jasmine, ginger. So there's some brighter notes, we'll say. Oh, this one is a little more, it's mellowing out more on my skin. This is more, that soil tincture is not going away on here. It is definitely trying to be that major player. And again, on strips, usually, the rule of thumb is the strip is going to prolong the introduction of a fragrance, usually, right? Skin, sometimes depending on the user, it'll eat up that introduction real quick. Here, it feels like it's very much developed on my skin already. And we're like, what, 5 minutes in, 10 minutes in? Yeah, this is intro. Ooh, I'm getting a little bit of that juniper berry in here. That little piney green. Yeah. Oh, this one's full of surprises. Love it. Love it. Now, again, she's a moody, gloomy thing, this one. So Beaufort is definitely not for everyone. This brand, I'll tell you right now. It really is for a select few. It is a good example of niche being niche. This is indie. This is pulling no punches. Now, yeah, an interesting scent. Fathom 5. You know, it's funny because I blind bought, where did I get them? Fragrance Buy. I got those testers of fragrance. They were like $100. That's easy money. They made $500 on me on that haul, by the way. But I'm surprised I didn't get this one. As far as the note breakdown goes, like this is up my alley. Man, she's a moody one. This would be good for a rainy day. Or dark night. A dark night. Yeah. Green. Floral. So the lilies pop through, but you can't call this a feminine fragrance. Just because it has florals doesn't mean it's feminine, but some people correlate that. No, this has a lot of gloom, doom, some craziness around it, surrounding it. Yeah. And my nose really wants to push away that lily factor, which is starting to get a little stronger, and kind of grasp onto the danky patchouli, the woods, the wet woods, the green notes. It really is. It's a green fragrance, definitely, 100%. Oh, she's a moody one. I like moody fragrances. They have a soft spot for me. I already like this one. I can't wait to delve more into this one. But Fathom 5. Now, obviously, I got this at fragflex.com. I don't want to decant this one. I need to call them and say, I want this bottle. F the decants. She's mine. And I don't do that often. So this one, yeah, I like this one. So you can find this at fragflex.com. Just like me. You can use code TFG10. You get 10% off site-wide. You don't have to get this. Definitely, if you're trying to find Beauforts, before Fragrance Buy and Fragflex, there really wasn't any discounter carrying Beaufort fragrances. You had to go to the source. They were really hard to find. That's why I blind bought them early on when Fragrance Buy got them. I think like a year and a half ago. When I published those videos, you can go back. But yeah, I blind bought 5. Like a madman. I'm crazy. I know it. And I liked a lot of them. Like they were really, really good. And this one is, it's not as dark or crazy as the big smoky ones that I really, really like from the brand. There's a couple that I really, really, really like, but it's in that section of, I think the one thing that I could take away from this is if you have the same taste as me, I think maybe the lilies and the soapy quality might be maybe like a negative, we'll say, because you kind of want it to be full throttle, moody, crazy. And that's kind of balancing things out a little bit. So, yeah. Now that you heard my take, I'd love to see yours in the comments below. Fathom 5, you smelt it? Let us know. There's probably one or two of you. If there's 5 of you, I would be really surprised. I'd be really surprised. It really isn't a brand or a scent that I feel a lot of people would. But again, my subscriber base, you guys are a unique bunch. You guys are awesome. So you never know. There could be even a woman or two that subscribe to me. Will be like, I own this. I love this. That's how great my subscriber base is. Now, as always, a great pour fragrance will make a lasting impression. Choose your scent wisely. And if this is the first time you've heard of Beaufort London, you just subscribed to me, and you like dark scents, crazy, really unique, and you feel like the niche brands are really just kind of letting you down a little bit, this is a brand that I would suggest to get samples. Don't blind buy. I never, even if I do it, I don't suggest it. I don't want to be the reason that you come back to me and go, well, I blind bought and I hate it. I don't control your wallet or your purse strings, but we'll see. Anyway, all right. Have a good one.